It's another beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Rubbin Minds. Welcome. My name is Ebuka Obi-Uchendu. Great to have you here, as always. I'm going to be starting the show today on a very personal note, and it's something I don't really like to do because the show is not really about me. It's more about, talking about current affairs and all of that in Nigeria. But I'm sure you all heard about the helicopter crash from Wednesday, Bristow Helicopters. A very good friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, Peter Bello, was the co-pilot on that helicopter, and he passed away. He's someone who I really don't know how to describe. Words actually fail me. It's been a very difficult couple of days for me trying to understand, why that had happened. When I say he's an amazing person, I actually am understating the fact. I actually dare you to find anyone who knows Peter Bello and let them tell you a bad thing about him. I actually dare you. He's someone who everyone who knows only has good things to say about, people have said, oh, now he's passed away, you guys are saying all of these nice things about him. It's actually not a case of not knowing what we had until he was gone. I think the surprise for a lot of people is how many people he touched. I mean, the funny thing that's happened in the last couple of days, I've met more than a few people who said they thought Peter Bello was their best friend. That's how intimate and personal he was with his relationships with everybody. He always reached out. And I'm almost starting to think there were either 5 Peters or he had more than 24 hours in a day with how many people he reached, how personal he was with his relationships, and how much of a nice guy he was. I really can't go into details. I've seen a lot of posts on social media talking about all the things he's done and how nice of a person he was. I haven't been able to write anything because if I write, it'll probably take 3, 4, 5 pages. And I won't be able to do that here either because, that's not what this show is about. But just to put things in perspective, he's a huge part of this show, I think, because you see the promo that runs about Rubbin Minds. That promo was shot in 2012, I think. And Peter drove me to that shoot. Also, the photography session that happened about a week after that, he also drove me there. So the beginning of this show, when I became a part of it, he has been a part of it. And he's the only person I know, honestly, that watches this show every Sunday and gives me feedback about it every time. He either says, maybe I made a mistake with a pronunciation and he laughs at me, or he's upset at something a guest said. He just says, oh, good job today, every single Sunday. That's how personal he was with his relationships with people. And it's really hard to understand how he did all of that. Now, he's a pilot. He's an engineer. He's a photographer. He was a model. These are things that he did fully and enjoyed all of them. I'm sure there are probably other jobs we're going to find out he also did because I'm beginning to find out so many things I didn't even know about this guy. That's how amazing he was. It's really, really hard to put all of these in words. I just want to extend my condolence to his family, his amazing family, his mom, his sisters, his father. I can't imagine what they are going through right now. And of course, to the family members of all the other victims of the helicopter crash. I know it's a very difficult time. Hopefully, we can find strength somewhere and get some peace or closure somehow. I don't know how that's going to happen, but it has to happen at some point, and I'm sure that's what Peter will want. We may never really understand why this happened, but I'm almost sure that it happened for Peter, which means he's definitely happier wherever he is right now. I just want to say thank you to Peter. Thank you very much, Peter Bello. You've inspired me. You inspired a lot of people. You taught us. You were a lot younger than me, but I learned so much from you. And I just want to say thank you for all the good things that I learned from you. And I honestly don't know how to repay you. I don't know. We just have to try as hard as we can to be you. The sort of example you've set for all of us, I don't know that we could ever match it. It's such a high bar you set without even knowing it. Or maybe you did without us knowing. I just want to say, thank you very much for everything, Peter. You will never be forgotten. I don't think you've gone anywhere. I think you're still around here. And I just hope that, as you promised me on my birthday a few weeks ago, that you will always have my back. Thank you very much, Peter. We'll be right back after this short break.